Hi, my name is Marc Jackson. I'm a cartoonist. Welcome back to the Summer Reading Challenge. Earlier on, I showed you the very basics of creating a comic panel. This is the first panel of a comic strip that I showed you, each separate stage. The words, the drawing, the words, the drawing, the balloon, the words, the drawing, the balloon, and then a background to show you how you can slowly build up all the elements, and all the elements have a certain space. The words appear at the top. The drawing appears at the bottom 2/3, and then everything else can kind of slot in. As long as you apply those basic rules, then you will have fun and be able to make fantastic comic strips. Now I'm going to show you how we can start to move from just one panel into 4. And I'm going to show you visually how we convey a story in a comic, okay? And add a bit of like, ooh, what's going on there? So, we're going to draw the comic strip again. Like this, straight across. We can follow this now as a guide. It's really simple. Line down, straight across. We know the line in the middle, and like that, and another like that, and another like that. Okay? If they're a bit wobbly, that's fine. Wobbly's good. Alright? So, we're going to take this one now as our starting point, but we're going to do something that's slightly different. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to draw a hot dog in here. And I'm going to draw him here. Alright? Now I'm already thinking that I know that there's certain bits here that I need to keep clear, okay? Because I am what's known as a professional, alright? But it's very simple. If you follow along, you'll be able to suddenly get used to remembering, oh, I leave that bit empty, okay? So I'm going to draw the drawing first this time, okay? It's not usually what you do, but I'm going to draw the drawing first. And then, at the end, we're going to switch it all around, okay? So, let's get a hot dog in here, okay? We have a little reference here at the top if you're not quite sure. If it's the first time you've drawn your character, then you can keep checking your reference, okay? But if it doesn't look exactly the same, that's okay. Now this time, hot dog is going to have some boots, some roller boots on his feet, okay? So draw him some roller boots, or draw your character that you've drawn, because you might not have drawn hot dog. Draw your character with some roller boots, okay? And he's still smiling, because he's got roller boots. What dog wouldn't be smiling if they had roller boots on? He's still got his arms behind his back. Okay, okay, there he is. He's got his roller boots. Now, remember that this first panel is how we ended up here. So we can now get a bit of detail in there if we wish. Just to show in this first panel a little bit of detail, okay? For the detail fans out there. Remember the skirting board? We don't know what they are, but they're there in your house. Everyone's got them. Everyone's got them, okay? So, there he is. He stood there, and we're going to just do a little bit of a ding like that, okay? A little bit of a ding near his roller skates, okay? Then, off he goes. He's roller skating along, so we're drawing him again. His nose, and he's whizzing along. Okay, on his roller skates. Let's get, maybe you can change up his angle a little bit. He's got his leg like that, out like that, okay. And he's got his foot up like that with his roller skate, okay. And now he's kind of off the ground because he's roller skating. So in comics as well, you kind of draw, even though technically you would be touching the ground with roller skating, but anytime a character is running or moving along, it's fun just to have them slightly, almost like they're hovering above the ground. It's just funny that way. So you do a little bit of a shadow with 3 little lines. Then you can do some little wobbles around them like that. Get the arm in there. Now he's still got his arms around his back, behind his back, because he's super cool, you see. He's hot dog, he's super cool. And he's like that, he's still smiling, okay? And he's whizzing along. You have a little whiz thing like that, and there he is. He's whizzing along on his roller skates. And you could even do, you could add a little bit of the background here if you wish, in the back. Let's get the background in there a little bit more. You know, the old skirting board, it's so important to have, okay? Right, okay, there he is. He's whizzing along. Now, something is going to happen. Crash! Like that. Look at that. And then we're going to do like this. Wham! Oops. Wham! Oh! Now, these are slightly different. Before, we had the words inside the speech bubble, if you remember. Now, this is a sound effect, or as some children like to call them, an onomatopoeia. It's basically a word that says a sound. And sound effects are so loud, they can be for things maybe that a door slams or something explodes, something happening that's loud. And they're so loud that they don't go inside balloons because they basically burst the balloons. They're so loud they burst the balloons, okay? And so they tend to appear nearby something, all right? Nearby the thing that's happened, the door that's slammed or the thing that's crashed, okay? And in this case, we've got a big crash and this spiky kind of crash shape with whammo, okay? And now we have poor old hot dog. So I'm going to get a little line in here. We're going to have poor old hot dog, and he is basically, let's have a see how he's going to be like that. He's like this, and he's got his tongue like that. And he's got his ear like that, and he's got a little swirly thing like that with some stars coming off it, okay? And like that, some stars. And stars basically mean when, if you bumped your head, the stars are kind of like that, okay? And he's basically lying, so I'm going to do his boots here, his roller skates, like that. And maybe even what you can do, I'm going to go back in here in a second. I'm going to do, he's got his other foot like that. This foot hasn't got a roller skate, and I'm going to show you why. And he's got his body like that, and he's kind of lying like that on the floor. Okay, like that. He's crashed, and he's got his t-shirt on. He's not looking as happy, and he's got the stars that just come in here like that. Okay, and then maybe even. And then what we can do here, we can do a roller skate here. He's crashed, and the roller skates come flying off his foot. Okay, you see that? It's just so you can. And again, these little funny things that you can do to show, that somebody's hit so hard that the roller skate's flung off. Okay, and that is basically a comic strip. Hot Dog is here with his lovely new roller skates. He's off roller skating in the house, which is never advisable. He's crashed. He's crashed. What's he crashed into? He's lying here on the floor, okay? Now, tune in next time, and I will show you exactly what is happening, because I have shown you the end result. Here, we did the words first, and then I did the drawing. Whereas here, I've done the drawings, and afterwards, we are going to add the words. And I'm going to show you how by adding the words we can then really drive the gag home, because this is all about introducing jokes. We've got a funny situation, a dog on roller skates, a dog roller skating in the house, which I've said is never advisable, a dog crashing into something with a sound effect, whammo, okay? And you can get some little exclamation marks in there as well. His roller skates flying off, and then he's sat here. In fact, maybe even you could have the other roller skate could be on top of his head like that, okay? He's on top of his head, and he's just really like, oh no, the stars are spinning around, okay? And there we go. So there he's lying on the floor. We got little lines in there, and there he is. He's not happy. Something's happened, but what did he crash into? Next time, I will show you exactly what he crashed into, and I will show you how to bring all the elements of words and pictures together to complete the comic strip. And I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.